New phone, who Jordy?
That's
New
true.
Jordy who edit.
I feel like I haven't heard.
New Jordy.
I haven't heard about him or heard from him rather since he allegedly
Jordy
came back
even
from his
real?
convention.
I think so. I've met him a few times.
But have you ever seen the editor and him in the same room?
Definitely not that though.
Definitely not.
Which would prove more that Dylan's not real. More so
Or
than.
would it prove that Dylan is real?
Why does that prove that he's
but
real?
I've seen Jordy.
But you haven't
Yeah.
seen Dylan, or have you?
Right.
So that would make Dylan the not real one.
I feel like you have a
Don't do
lot
it
more
again.
burden of proof here.
The burden of proof.
The burden of proof.
That's a real legal term, right, Poupe? Back me up here. In 2 weeks from now, when you hear this, if you ever hear this,
Fucking God.
This getting cut.
Proceeds to not.
They never will.
No, this part won't see the light of day. All right.
All right.
Count us in, someone.
5, 4,
3,
2, 1. I thought I was going to do it. My bad.
Well, to be fair, Brendan is usually the one who ends up doing it when he's here. So
Fair.
another job ripped away from you.
When did I ever not do it?
when you're
When
not
you
here.
weren't here.
Right. So why would it be any other way as
He
long as
got
I
used
am
to it.
here?
He got used to something being his, and then he took it away from him again.
You can't even say he got used to it. He did it like one time in the last 6 months.
Yeah, like what? You're talking about this like he actually had a
Forms habits
position.
really quickly. What do you want from me? All right, I'm not as fucking
Hashtag
shrink.
the workers' market is in shambles.
Christ.
The economy's in shambles.
I'm in shambles.
All right, guys, this has gone on long enough. Christian has been a thorn in our side for far too long.
I know, right? These predictions of his are getting crazy accurate now. He's got to be stopped. Like, how could he have guessed Vanderdecken's power so easily?
Actually, I'm the one who made that prediction.
What the hell, man? Don't sneak up on me like that. Why do you sound so weird?
I've been here the whole time, and I'm just feeling a little sick today. Feels like there's a frog in my throat or something. Excuse me 1 second. There, that feels a bit better.
Never mind that. We've got to get rid of Christian and fast, or he's going to predict the end of the show at this rate, and I don't know if my heart can take that this schmuck of a first-time watcher could foresee the ending to my beloved One Piece. Or worse, that stupid list of One Pieces we've amassed so far could actually lead to the real thing.
Yeah. And there's only one explanation for all of this. He must be a witch. And so we'll deal with him the old-fashioned way. Burn him alive, boys!
Ooh, that's a great idea. I haven't been part of one of those in a hot minute. Let me just finish this stew up first. I'm starving.
What the? Oh, what's in that stew, man? It's stinking up the whole office. Is that a newt's eye?
What? Ew, no, dude. That's mustard seed.
Okay, well, what about that? It looks like the tongue of a dog.
Of course it's not. That's just some gypsy flower I found to use as garnish. Can you get off my back about this now?
He's right. We're getting too distracted here.
Wait. He also said it had been a while since he'd participated in burning someone alive. What's that about?
Come on, dude. You know he's into LARPing. Just drop it so we can get back to the important thing. I've got the rope. You take this towel to gag him with. Even though we're about to brutally murder our friend, I don't want his blood-curdling screams keeping me up at night. My crippling back pain from carrying this podcast does that enough as it is.
All right, I get it. You know what? I think I know exactly where he is, too. The weather's been nice lately, so I'll bet he's outside doing something. Yup, there he is.
Let me just grab my broom for the ashes. All right, I'm ready.
Oh, hey guys. What are you doing with all that stuff? We burying another body today?
I got him. No, Justin, tie him up here and a little there. Tighten this bad boy and voila.
All right, then. We'll do one thing for him before he burns. Let's hear your last words, Crispy.
Bon Clay was a bad character, and Ivankov was even worse.
All right, then let's just stuff that back in there. Suddenly, I don't feel nearly as bad about this whole thing.
Yeah, that was just wrong on so many levels. May I do the honors?
Sure. Here you go.
Christian, I'd say you'll be missed, but that'd be a lie. This world will be better off without people like you unknowingly ruining our fun. Let's go, Justin. Time to dust off that old Christian GPT I've been working on. Even though he's dead now, the people really should know the truth.
Are they gone? Perfect. Let me just sweep this bad boy up real quick to add to my collection. We'll be together forever, crispy boy.
Well done. Bravo.
I have one.
D&D.
I have one single comment, and it's really out there. For some reason, I imagine Witch Devin grabbing his jar of crispy ashes and just kissing them like he's kissing his homie goodnight.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
You gotta tuck your homies in goodnight, man.
Yeah, it's true.
We'll be together
always
forever,
kiss the homies when you-
crispy. Mwah.
I like when you said crispy ashes, because in the back of my mind, I did not think of Christian ashes. I just thought of very crispy ashes. I'm like, yes, that's what ashes are. Very, very aggressively crispy.
So ashy.
Crispy the noun, not the adjective.
Well, to be fair, I am bad at moisturizing a lot of times, so.
Honestly, Sam.
All right, well, what happened? Did we watch One Piece this week?
I
know
think
I
so.
sure did.
I know you guys did.
I know I sure fucking did.
What?
Yeah, I've actually been binging Dragon Ball Z this whole time.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I know, right?
Same.
Please bleed my eyes.
And you talk about
Wow.
One Piece pacing being bad. Holy shit.
I mean, I'm not even sure if Dragon Ball Z suffers from bad pacing. It's just like it becomes like this never-ending ceiling of
My
power.
man screams
I
for
was gonna say,
multiple episodes at a
isn't that
time,
the
charging
meme?
a single ability. Come on, man.
But I feel like they even do that in the manga anyway. Like I don't feel like
That doesn't make it better.
Just in
Dragon Ball
two
Z manga
dimensions.
where it's just panels of like back and forth of the same pictures.
Yeah, like honestly, it's just a bunch of dudes charging for an entire panel, like an
Well,
entire
like,
page.
It's not even like even slightly different photos. It's just the same photo back and forth.
I mean, I'm not gonna pretend to know Akira Toriyama's old artistic struggles, but if I was a betting man, I'm certain that there's a lot of just
It's just
charging.
one of those flip books. One whole chapter is a flip book of him
Dragon Ball
charging.
Z chapter 302. just flip through it.
Honestly,
So
that
innovative.
would actually be kind of cool.
Going on break
Would
next
it?
week.
I mean, a little bit, yeah.
Devin's like, wait a minute, I'd read that.
You go down to your local comic store or manga shop, whatever they call them, and
Or,
you go.
or just work.
Yeah, you go to pick up the latest copy. Well, I guess it would probably was it in was it in Shonen Weekly? I don't know. Either way, you go to pick up your latest copy of Dragon Ball, and the size of the copy is like a quarter of normal. It's because it's flip book sized, and you're like, what the fuck is this?
Proceeds to flip it, and it's just like watching the show, and it's like, my God.
Yeah.
My God.
There's a
All
single
right.
colored page in there.
Welcome to the Dragon Ball cast, baby.
Welcome
Please, God,
to
no.
Dragon Ball Free. I don't know why I
Free.
wanted to use something other than Z.
It's free now.
You mean
It's all
Dragon
I
Ball
could
3?
think of.
Dragon Ball Lime.
Dragon Ball Lime, but
Dragon
it doesn't sound like
Balls
Z.
with some lime.
Dragon D's nuts.
Dragon
The
these
banter's
balls
really strong
on some
tonight.
lime.
Yeah.
So who wants to read the summary tonight?
There's a
Oh,
summary?
shit, there's a
Oh, yeah, I wrote
summary?
that.
Of course, there's a summary. There's always a summary. What do you mean?
We usually have one of those.
I forgot I normally don't scroll up the eye.
It's the top of
I
the.
don't even know how to respond to you, Devin. What does that mean to me?
He barely
Brendan,
shows
look
up.
at
Who
the-
knows what he means
Brendan,
anymore?
you
Look at
do
the
it.
talking
I
points.
nominate
and someone
Brendan.
else do it.
I'm going to read this summary.
Oh,
all
wow,
right.
it's his
Well,
fault
kids.
now.
If you thought the battle for Fishman Island was over, think again. After Luffy puts Horty down for the count, the Noah still poses a major threat to everyone below. Running out of time and suffering some major blood loss, Luffy continues his Gatling barrage, destroying the Noah little by little. Before he could pound the ship into smithereens, a school of Sea Kings arrived just in time to stop the Noah from falling and put an end to Luffy's efforts. Some words are exchanged before the Sea Kings leave with the Noah, and Shirahoshi carries an unconscious Luffy to the city. Shirahoshi rushes in, noting that Luffy has lost a lot of blood from his fight with Horty. Chopper examines him and notices that he's alive, but is in desperate need of a blood transfusion. Jinbei steps up and offers his blood to save Luffy. Have you ever seen a more fiercely loyal friend? With all that out of the way, it's time to celebrate with a big feast. Everyone has been invited, and we find out that all the kidnapped mermaids have returned safely by some fortuitous winds. Some other things happen on the side, but for the sake of keeping this brief, let's cut to the following day where the Minister of the Left is confronted by Peckhams and Baron Tamago of the Big Mom Pirates. They have come to collect this month's 10-ton candy tribute. Unfortunately, the candy factor was eaten up by Dorama, Daruma? Who the hell is Daruma?
Cookie
What the
cutter
hell
shark
is a
dude.
Sandstorm.
Right. Unfortunately, the candy factory was eaten up by Daruma, and any
Sandstorm.
remaining candy was given to Luffy at the feast. With no candy to offer and no practical way to produce anything by the next day, the agreement has become null and void. Fishman Island is now under threat. Luffy gets a hold of Big Mom on the phone and tries to work out a deal, but negotiations fall through. Luffy then proclaims he's coming for Big Mom's head, and when he's done kicking her ass in the New World, Fishman Island will become his turf. I can hear the Whitebeard laughing at Luffy's brash behavior now.
Miss
Who
you,
the
big
heck
guy.
is Hordy?
Oh,
It's
no.
always it's Hordy for me. You knew this. It's Hordy in
don't assume Devin
Viz and
knows
Dub.
things. Assume he knows nothing.
It's Hordy. It's Hordy for me. It's Hody for you. It's the same thing as Enel versus Enaruk.
Gross.
I don't want to rehash this. What is the matter with you people? You guys are all fucking idiots.
There's not even an L in Hody's name to like make the R into. It's bonkers.
You're just reading subs. Do you know anything about how the way his actual name is spelt in kanji? No, you just take your sub
No, I
for
just
face
listen
value.
to the words that come out of their mouth.
They
You
do be
literally
saying
could not
Hordy, I'm
understand or
pretty sure.
hear Japanese dialect without subtitles, and don't pretend you could.
Joke's on you. I'm learning Japanese.
You good fucking luck. Anyway, back to this fucking shit again.
Also,
Yeah.
side note, when Luffy mentions, taking the blame for the candy, the first thing that came to my mind was literally just, I volunteer as tribute.
Nice.
The I volunteer is tribute? What, like him
Hunger
saying like
Games?
I did it or something?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. But I will say I wasn't here last week. I did miss. Man,
Same.
can I tell you? I was very sad to not be here last week. There were a lot of good fucking gags. Fucking capitalist regime. Am I right?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly though. But last week, I'm sure you guys talked to Mass about all the straws kicking ass or whatever. What? I guess we should start
Monster
this
Chopper.
week.
He
Monster
came
Chopper
back.
do be a thing. Yeah, he
Mhm.
do
And I
be a
got a
thing.
mecha.
You did get that.
You got
I
a
got
mecha,
it.
and then you know what happened? You weren't around to talk about it, so we're not going to talk
I
about it.
had
Moving on.
Responsibilities.
So did I.
Don't-
Anyway, moving
Don't
on.
we all?
Don't we all? Moving into this week, though, we start with the Noah. The Noah was inadvertently about to still fall on Fishman Island as of the end of the previous weeks. Now, we got to essentially Luffy kicking Hordy's ass last week, right?
Yes.
Yes.
I suppose.
He just
So,
never stopped punching.
Yeah, I've just kind of like lost track of. I don't know where we actually start in these episodes because I had a lot of catching up. So,
Right, because you don't actually do any research ahead of time. So we cut to the part where Luffy was destroying the Noah at the start of this week's episodes. And I do have a question for Christian, at least. Did you actually think that was where... I'll say this. Before the Sea Kings got thrown in, did you assume that, okay, yeah, they're just going to break the fucking boat and everything's going to be hunky-dory, right?
I think I was actually leaning more towards, since they were on the boat already, they would go and try and wake Vanderdecken up so that he would reinitiate his power.
same. That's what I thought
Oh.
too.
That actually would have been not like the worst idea, honestly.
Yes, it would have been. You want to know why? Because that involves Vanderdecken, and fuck that guy.
I mean, honestly, though, like, yeah, it's same.
I mean, yeah, but I was operating on the incorrectly on the assumption that Luffy would still try to keep the Noah intact because he told Fukaboshi he would, and Shirahoshi
He
by
said he'd
proxy.
try. He said he would try his best, and then he got
Yeah.
through his fight,
then
and he was like,
proceeds to
"I got
don't.
no time."
Well, yeah, because he's like, all right, well, it either hits the island and kills everybody, or I break. I guess I choose break.
It's like
because
either I
that would
stop
be better.
punching and I save nobody, or I keep punching and maybe save everyone. Keep punching it is.
Yeah, dude. Like they all agreed with him too. They were like, listen, man, we know you tried. Just break the boat, I guess. Fucking sucks, but what else are you gonna do? But then we cut into Shirahoshi. We get the bit coming back where she does actually have the ability to talk to the Sea Kings, and the Sea Kings come and help out. Now, I actually had a bit of a fun fact, but it's a little less fun because we technically skipped this episode because it was baked in filler once upon a Wayway Day. Remember when I told you there was an episode about when the crew entered the Calm Belt that we never saw that was technically canon, but it went into some fucking filler shit? Does this ring a bell at all?
It sounds vaguely familiar.
Yeah.
Say,
Back in the East Blue, the first time they entered, it was when they introduced like the idea of the Calm Belt, right? Which is why they had to go through Reverse Mountain in order to get to the Grand Line. They couldn't just casually cross the Calm Belt. they introduced the Calm Belt to the Straws. Like, they actually went there, and the way they escaped was a bunch of Sea Kings like picked up the entire boat, the Mary or whatever, and then flung their asses back to like the rest of the East Blue or whatever, and they were just like, okay, I guess we're gonna take the mountain way because that's fucking scary.
Question:
vaguely
why did they
remember this.
go into the Calm Belt?
Because they're idiots. Why else?
Classic.
Huh? Yeah,
Classic
That
bit of
fits.
just being fucking dumbasses, and they managed to get there. But what I wanted to mention is that if we did watch that episode, all of the Sea Kings that popped their asses out of the Calm Belt to pick up the boat or whatever were the same Sea Kings that saved the Noah that were falling on Fishman Island. Very
Also,
cool.
fun fact:
Wow.
some of the Sea Kings that we saw saving them were also the ones from the Dreamin'.
Well, yeah, those are the same Sea Kings.
Like
in
the
fact. So
original OP.
Yeah,
yeah,
Really?
the OGOP uses that. Well, it's the
Why
same
do you
cut
know that?
scene.
because shut up.
What? No. I need an answer for this. Why do you know that?
I mean, I have a photographic memory, and I remember seeing
Yeah?
the opening.
You
for
do?
it,
You have a photographic
and-
memory?
and
Yeah?
I do.
You can't remember to fucking show up. Let me more expect you to
That's
believe.
not photographic memory.
That's avoiding
just-
responsibility.
Yeah, there's a difference. Anyways, no, I remember the zebra colored one, the black and white one. Just I don't know why it's just glued in my head. Whenever
Yeah,
I think
that's
of
the
One
one that
Piece,
stands
that's like
out the
the
most.
first thing I think of. And then I saw him, I was like, hey, that's that guy.
All right, fair play.
I
And
want
then
us
I
to all
remember
remember
the
that
bird one
Devin
thing
has a
about-
photographic memory. So next
do.
time we
For-
ask
for
him to remember
zebra
something
things.
from 200 episodes ago, he's got it. If anything, I should be asking you the trivia questions now.
I mean,
Oh,
okay.
Devin trivia? He'll never fucking be able to answer anything though.
No, he'll be hard stuck in bronze.
Absolutely no shot.
Oh my God, why'd you do that when I had water in my mouth?
Oh, he's drinking water. You hear that?
Proud of you, buddy.
I hate it.
Hi, Zoro, homie.
Fish fucking
Hi,
it.
Zoro.
Good.
we're back to this one again, huh?
Fish people fucking it too.
Oh, well, if it's that water.
Where were we? What were we talking about?
We were talking about the Noah,
we really
man.
didn't get
Boats
anywhere.
and hose.
Boats
I
and
think somebody else
hoses.
needs to lead, man. My brain's already scattered. I'm just here to vibe.
I
I'm
got
gonna
this.
chill in the
I'm
bag.
Brendan now. I took his job, and let's see how
Let's go.
what you guys do. All right, so we got the Noah falling. We got the Sea King saving the ship from Luffy and saving Luffy in the same breath, right? We get a small conversation between Shirahoshi and the Sea King. She's like, "Whoa, why'd you guys show up?" And they're like, "We heard your inner voice screaming for us. It's really fucking loud. Could you please shut up?"
Can you use your inside voice?
In my skin.
Oh,
It's like,
And I'm
God.
so sorry.
Is this how we talk to Sea Kings? We just unlock all of our
No.
fucking
It's the
adolescent playlists.
This is what's been going through Shirahoshi's head because she's in her emo phase, and now
oh,
it's
God,
been-
God.
That was Shiarly too much.
yeah, and then it's been broadcasting through the Sea King the Sea King network.
Seeking tunes.
Yeah,
She got into their fucking Spotify playlist. Just fucked it up.
So yeah, we got this small little conversation with them.
Fishman idiot. Sorry, go ahead.
I love this episode. This is great. So we get the little conversation between them, and on the way out, the Sea Kings kind of talk amongst themselves, and they're like, "Did it seem like Luffy could hear us?" And they're like, "No, there's no way. There's only one other person who could do that." And can you guess who that one person was? Did you guys go Roger? Because you're absolutely fucking right.
Clearly, it's Buggy the Clown.
had to have been
I love
Yosaku.
this stupid bit where they're just like it's like they're a different culture that's speaking in their native tongue, and they're like, "There's no chance that fucking gringo heard what we just said." Absolutely no fucking shot.
True though.
Sir, as a designated Latino, I do not approve of you using the word gringo. All right, that's a word to use against you, not for you to use. All right.
Is it because he didn't roll his R?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, that
Coño.
sure.
Coño.
I love Italian Brendan trying to speak Spanish.
my favorite Spanish slur, coño. God damn it.
So when Luffy, when that other voice just popped in, the One Piece has this thing where it sometimes you could tell where the cut was because it's very abrupt and just things happen. For me, it was one of the the voices like just popping. I was like, wait, who the fuck is talking to Luffy? Like, I'm so confused. Did they make another cut? And I was like, no, that's actually part of the show, and it's the fish talking to him. I'm so confused.
Yeah, it must be hard to be able to keep up with who's talking when they're talking from off screen. Well, imagine having that problem.
Can't be me. Anyway,
What?
So what do you think about Luffy's apparent ability to hear Sea Kings, even though
Yeah, he's a serpent tongue.
Is that what it is? He has
Or parcel tongue. He has parcel
tongue. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a parcel tongue.
He has fischl tongue all along, of course.
Are we thinking it's just exclusively to Sea Kings, or can you just talk to animals now? Or at least
I
like
just
hear
think
them?
this has to do with hockey or something.
Seems to be a Sea King exclusive thing.
I'm just curious.
Although, honestly, up until now, he has had a very keen ability to like communicate with creatures, though. You know what I'm saying?
I kind of put that on his jungle
Is it
training,
Momo
honestly.
as Sea King?
Yes, but Momu was subjugated through violence.
I mean, so was Surama?
Surame was too, yeah. But
Yes.
well, Surame was through violence originally until Luffy came along, and then also through violence, but even more through friend.
yeah, and then the
in
power
fact.
of friendship afterwards. But initially through violence.
Violence. So the only language Sea Kings understands are these hands.
Is violence.
Shirahoshi, what did you do?
Wait, yeah, what does that mean for Shirahoshi then?
Oh my God.
She's got well, she is. They do refer to her as this ancient weapon later, as we find out. So
Yeah.
I got a theory.
Oh, you have a
let's
theory
roll right
already?
into it now then.
No, we'll
Why
get it
wait?
out.
Let's
We're
do-
not
let's-
there
let's do it
yet.
right
We have to
now.
talk
What do you
about
mean?
blood.
It's all the same.
Wait.
We can
have
get
to
there.
talk about blood.
All right, we got to talk about the blood. All right, so in addition to beating Horty, there is a final conflict of interest of being. Just don't do this thing. All right, anyway, there's this final conflict of interest of Luffy bleeding out, and of course, as we've already been made aware, there is a ongoing plot point that the fish and merfolk don't give blood to humans because that's a little taboo due to what happened with Fisher Tiger and everything.
It's not just taboo; it's a literal law in this land.
Yeah, it's a literal law like against not doing it. But like, do you really think that anyone in this moment would have actually gotten booked for the reason they didn't give blood is because they're still like fucking against it in the back of their minds. Like they're all fucking racist in the back of their minds.
That's
Maybe
what
not racist.
that's what it kind of seems like, anyway. But I don't know. I wasn't expecting, just for plot reasons. I wasn't expecting a random town goon to just roll up and be like, "Yeah, I've got F blood here, take it." It was going to end up being somebody important, but yeah, I mean, it was thematic to see the townspeople still struggle with the idea, even though everyone clearly loves Straw Hat Luffy now for saving the island. I don't know.
I mean, I kind of liked it that it was Jinbei because it's almost like, what's it called? Because Jinbei was part of Fisher Tiger's, crew and everything.
Yeah.
So like, it's I don't know. It's like I don't know.
There's a symbolic thing going on there,
Yeah.
right?
yes.
Like Fisher Tiger, this, gray proclaimed beloved leader, could not bring himself to commit this act of unity or tolerance, whatever you want to coin it as. And Jinbei is surpassing his old man, so to speak.
It's like he's being a better Fisher Tiger.
He's bringing about the future Fisher Tiger wish he could have done himself. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. I will say this though. I love Jinbei. He's a great character. I love design. I love all that. My man needs to take a step back. All right. Zoro is the number one loyal homie of Luffy. All right. And right now, Jinbei's stepping on his turf.
Blood type though.
Listen, I understand things was happening, and you gotta do what you gotta do to save the boy. But my man needs to fall back. That's all I'm saying. All right. So like one room.
I don't know, man. Jinbei's a literal blood brother now.
Yeah, like they're blood
La, la,
homies
la,
right
la,
now,
la, la,
dude.
la, I can't hear you. La 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 la. Zoro
They
stand.
went
La, la,
even
la, la,
further
la, la,
past just like the blade on the palm and handshake deal. Like Jinbei straight up put his blood inside Luffy.
I
Doesn't
like the way
get
you
much
said
deeper
that.
than that.
I can't wait for the time that Jinbei needs his blood.
Well, I don't think
I
that'll
like how
happen.
Justin came in here with the intent of gatekeeping Jinbei's loyalty
Right.
to Luffy and his cause, just because he didn't want anyone to ever overstep Zoro in being a top tier homie.
You're
Yeah.
damn
And
fucking
even though
right. I'd
even
do
though he
it
came
again.
in here like that, he's only reassured my position that Jinbei is the superior.
How
Oh.
fucking? Why are you still here? Didn't we burn you alive?
In one life, yes.
In a previous life, maybe.
It's the fucking worst time, I swear.
But continuing on with the Jinbei topic, how about Luffy being like, "Yo, Jinbei, you trying to join me on this boat though? You trying to get on this ship?"
I was kind of surprised. In my head, I don't know why, because it doesn't really make sense in any capacity for any metric. But in my head, I'm like, isn't it too soon to ask for a new crewmate? I don't know why that's what my brain said. I can't explain it.
What does that mean, too soon?
I don't know. It feels like, not enough time has passed. I don't know. I generally don't know. Dude, that is my.
Do you remember that time?
This is the longest gap in between new crew members that the whole series has experienced.
I can't explain it. It's just my gut. It's just my gut reaction. I'm like,
listen to this guy.
You're an animal, I think.
Remember that time that we got Frankie at the end of Water 7, and then like the next episode, this bony ass motherfucker shows up?
I do not recall.
Didn't happen.
Didn't happen.
Fake news.
Devin can confirm, though. He's got photographic memory.
I do have a question, though. Do we think... So Jinbei declines for whatever personal reasons he has, right? And he says, hey, when I take care of my personal business, I'll come back to you. And if you still want me on your ship, I'll join gladly. Do we think Jinbei's ever going to join?
In spirit.
Absolutely.
In spirit? And
no,
then
not even in spirit. He's definitely going to be
literally?
on the crew.
Okay. What's... I want to hear both sides of the argument. What Devin says he's going to join in spirit, and then you say he's going to join quite literally. He's going to be on the ship. He's going to be on the Sunny. What? I want to hear your thoughts.
Who goes first?
You go first.
Okay, so I don't think because he says the only reason why he's not joining them is because he has something he needs to do first, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
He's not going to finish that yet, and that's the reason why he's not going to ever be part of the crew necessarily. He'll be a part of the crew in spirit, like when he has to. When the plot dictates that he and Luffy happen to be in the same hemisphere. But he will never just abandon everything he's doing and just become a regular on the crew.
But what is that? Is it possible that he could just, achieve what he wants to do and then be good? Where's the metric? What is he trying to accomplish that takes so long that he'll never find a way onto the crew between now and the end of the series?
He's trying to get 5 stars on Spotify.
Impossible.
Right. Classic.
It is impossible.
It's impossible.
It'll never happen.
We'll never see Jinbei
not
again.
As long as there are funky D Loopies out there, it'll never happen.
And Jordy and his band of misfits.
Yeah, I think this is rooted in Jordy, not even just funky. Yeah, I mean, there's not really much else to my argument other than the flip side that whatever it is Jinbei needs to finish up, he will. My sneaking suspicion is that he might have to, or he might feel the need to go out and take care of any other fish people out in the world that may cause issues for the new vigor of Fishman Island potentially joining hands with humans. But really the only ones out there left, because Arlong's crew is probably all in jail. If they're not, then Jinbei will go after them. But the only other ones that I can think of really are, and I forget his name, but the human trafficker.
The macro pirates.
Macros,
the macro gang.
He might go after and take care of the macro gang in some capacity in order to kind of rest easy at night. And maybe, I don't know, maybe clean up any loose ends around Fishman Island too. But the macro gang is mainly my assumption.
I do.
This is I have a prediction. Can I say my prediction before you say something? I predict he's going to catch up with his baby mama and finally meet his child. That's my guess.
Huh?
Jinbei's been a dad the entire time.
Jinbei's been a bad dad this whole time?
He's been a bad dad all along, dude. The series is full of them. Here is my fucking
not my
spreadsheet. You can call me
Jinbei.
Charlie Day. I'm pointing to all of it. Look at these sheets, dude. They're all bad dads. Every single one of them.
Wait, he's a dad?
No.
That's our tinfoil hat theory. Maybe not.
This is Brendan putting on his tinfoil hat.
This is my Charlie Day arc where I'm just spouting.
You can't do this to me, man. We literally had the parents tier list. There were good parents, man. Wait, were they all women? Surely they weren't all women.
No, we
had Whitebeard.
No,
we had
there was a
Whitebeard
lot
on
of
there.
dudes, yeah.
Well, I mean like at the angel tier. that we had.
Tom was in the S tier.
Was Tom in Angel on
No,
Earth?
he was in the A tier.
Or was he right below?
Hold on.
I'm certain he was S tier. He deserves to be.
Please hold. Let me look at our Instagram.
I'm like 90% confident that not only did we put a guy up there, we put a Fishman.
Well,
can't say what race is.
Well, white beer for sure was out.
Hold on, confirming. Okay, we do have Tom up in Angels on Earth. We have Whitebeard, Belmere, and
yeah. I mean, I knew Whitebeard was already there.
It's been a while, but I think that's his mom up there. Anyway.
Okay, you got it. You got it then.
Mm-hmm.
One for diversity.
Photographic memory, you know.
It only applies to film. It doesn't apply to stupid tier lists that we've made.
Film.
What are you talking about? I can see the tier list in my mind.
You guys.
There's a literal physical tier list. There's a literal tier list in front of you. There's a literal tier list in your face when you make one. There's a picture of it.
I want to say that I don't agree with Christian's conclusion of Jinbei joins the crew. I think I'm somewhat... I definitely agree with Devin's conclusion of he'll join in spirit, kind of similar to like what Vivi is kind of at the moment. However, I do like the idea that like I personally didn't think of like, oh, Jinbei's going to go around rounding up whatever misfit fishmen are left roaming around the world, right? A part of me was thinking maybe he, like, a large part of his unwillingness at the moment is that he's not ready to like relinquish, I guess, like the mantle of like Fisher Tiger. Like he stepped up to the plate when Fisher Tiger passed, right? And maybe he's just not willing or ready yet to emotionally kind of like, I guess, abandon that journey or finish that chapter, however you want to look at it. That's where my head was. I think Christian brings a better argument to the table, but yeah.
Nah, I think he definitely went out for milk and ciggies.
That would, I fucking hate you. Oh, you want Justin's side? Did Justin sell you like $20 or something to like try and start throwing Jinbei under the bus too?
Listen, man, I'm just trying to like, I'm trying to be that guy tonight. I don't know. Maybe I'm on something.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, you guys made a mistake by not burning me at the stake.
That was the bait. Was that you proposed the idea before
Holy
so that it would throw
right.
everyone off the scent.
He's a master manipulator.
Well, this is just an Among Us game, and I just convinced you to get rid of a crewmate.
Sus.
Actually, though.
Oh man,
I was in reactor with bubbles.
I saw him vent.
I absolutely saw Christian vent. All I'm saying.
Among Us.
All right, well, regardless, hopefully maybe one day Jinbei's story arc will be concluded. Moving on from that, they go through like this lovely, as we've seen many a time, lovely little what do you call those, buffets? What the hell? Feast. That's the word. I found the English.
They try to run away first so that they don't have to confront the entirety of the island and be hailed as heroes.
This actually is a kind of a good bit where they were like, all right, we don't want to be heroes. Let's get the fuck out of here. And then what is it, like the king Neptune calls him on the horn and is like, can we at least like give you the food that we promised originally? And he was like, yo, bet.
Yeah, he's like, turn this ship around right now.
Turn this boat around.
No, even better. He was like, yo, let's go get Kami and Hachi.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. Yeah.
What a homie.
That's true.
We got to get our boys, dude.
Wait, did he say Papagu? Did he just say Kami and Hachi?
100% just said Kami Hachi.
I don't remember. But if he didn't say Papagu, that's both hilarious, and I feel bad for Papagu at the same time.
I can assure you Papagu's name was not mentioned.
Poor Papagu, dude.
Poor Papagu, dude.
F in chat.
I don't remember if it happened this episode or not, but I do think it's really funny how Zoro just echoes Luffy's like stance on what a hero is. He's like, we're not heroes, all right? A hero is share all the booze, and I'm not a hero, all right? I want all the booze for myself.
Yeah, do you know what a hero is? A hero is somebody that shares. I don't share. I take. I only take.
I only consume.
I consume. I drink.
Fucking idiots, dude, the lot of them. But while they go through their feast or whatever, which is filled with a bunch of fun gags, a fire fucking song, by the way. Love that. Love that.
The jazz.
The jazz tune was fire.
I'm so glad to see Ashley back safe and sound on my screen.
It was like Lady...
I think.
Yeah.
I definitely wanted to look her up to see if she was a reference to somebody, but I forgot about that.
But we got Robin on the side who bailed from the party because, it's fucking loud and,
I mean, she
reasons.
participated. She just realized that at a certain point, it would be the best time to get Neptune alone.
Yeah, and then they get this bit where it's like, I've been wanting to get you alone for a while, Neptune. And then he's like, oh, I know that my wife is dead and all, but I'm very much committed to my former marriage. And she's like, yo, so I heard that, tell me the fuck about Joy Boy. I read it on the poneglyph downstairs.
Yeah.
Just like, no bullshit. I don't got time for this.
Yeah.
And then we find out that she still remembers what she had read in Skypiea, which we never really got the full story. I mean, she kind of recanted a couple of the lines from what she read up there. But most of what we got as an audience was when she read what Gold Roger wrote, because apparently he could just casually write this fucking language. When she came back. Right, I can't. But yeah,
I barely know English.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
maybe you'll be better at learning Japanese than I thought, Devin.
Photographic memory, by the way.
Yeah, photographic memory, by the way. We now know that she knows that Poseidon, one of the 3 ancient weapons, was indeed on Fishman Island all along. And so we didn't know that Shirahoshi was Poseidon until now, huh? I guess I completely missed that part. I kind of thought that reveal had already been given to us.
No, not even a little bit.
Not even a little bit.
Got it. So she's Poseidon.
So the naming scheme pisses me off.
Me too, Devin. I am so upset about this.
Oh,
Well, so go ahead, Devin. I'll let you.
Why are they mixing both Roman and the Greek names? For
This is what we're upset about?
Because they already used the Roman one for the king. So they were like,
Exactly. So Neptune is Poseidon in the Roman pantheon because Romans were just like, oh, you made this? No, I made this. And then, that's that. And so the other Pluton, that's Hades. That's
right.
Pluto.
Oh, yes.
Hades.
And
And then the last one, Uranus, is the god of the sky. Now that one's actually Greek. And it's just
So you got 2 Greek and 1 Roman, and you're being butthurt because you're Devin?
One of these things is not like the other. One of these things just isn't the same.
Uranus is nope. It's both. Well, it's both. In Greek mythology, Uranus is the god of the sky's child of Gaia. He's like the space between.
I don't remember that one.
One of these things is not like the other. One of these things just isn't the same.
Fair.
But yeah, so it's 2 Greek. But technically, it's 2 Roman, 1 Greek, and it's annoying the fuck out of me because, or my bad, 2 Greek, 1 Roman, and it's just keep
photographic memory, by the way.
Together. What?
Anyway, this is like a non-issue.
You guys have a very large misconception of what photographic memory is.
No, we just like to bait you because you're too easy.
Shut up, Horty. Or my bad, Aka Inu. Anyways, no, that has nothing to do with my big conspiracy theory that I want to get into next, which is, so we know Poseidon controlling the Sea Kings. If we go based off of just the fact that, the names are correlative to the power, possibly, Pluton could be something to deal with being able, like, it could be fucking Whitebeard's old power, being able to move, like, literally tectonic plates and everything, because that was already mentioned to be able to destroy the world. Then there's the other one, which is what is the third ability? And since Uranus stands for the god in the skies, it has to do something with like being able to cause like massive storms.
I mean, I like these theories.
I like the Uranus idea. The Pluton version, though.
I like Uranus too, but
yeah, I do too. The Pluton thing, I would just associate more simply with death rather than like the tectonic
the reason
plates.
why is because Hades is not just the god of the dead. He's the god of the underworld, which also includes the earth as a whole, like deep, like the magma core, like. Hell, even Akainu's powers could be considered to be Pluton if, we're going by my rabbit hole theory of, these massive weapons. But Akainu hasn't proven that his ability can affect the world on a global scale.
All of this is very interesting to me, considering neither of you had mentioned anything about the fact that you already know that Pluton is a boat.
Pluton's a boat? No, I know. I
Remember?
know Pluton's a boat.
I forgot about that.
Like, that's all I'm
I'm
saying.
gonna be real
No,
with you. I definitely forgot.
Yeah, but the boat could still affect the core of, I don't know, it could be a land boat. We've seen some weird shit.
Okay.
Watch
Mhm.
it. It's going to be a fucking land boat, or it's literally going to be a mountain.
Nah.
You know, I'm glad Brendan
So-
reminded us of this because I was gonna ask, like, do we like? So Shirahoshi is Poseidon, right? She's an ancient weapon. I personally did not assume that the ancient weapons could potentially be living creatures, and so I was going to ask, hey, do you think all of them are living creatures? And then Brendan comes out here is like, well, you know, one of them's a boat, right? And so I'm just like,
Well, it could be the thing on whatever's on the boat.
Mm-hmm.
The boat
we
could
don't
just
know
be
the exact-
misconstrued
It
as
is very possible
It
that
could be fake
Pluton was a bait all along, and maybe like it is a super mega warship, but you still need a living person to like control it or something.
Yeah,
that
just
is
like
technically
Noah
on the
is
table.
a super mega
So what you're-
warship.
So what you're saying is Pluton's a mecha? Like
What
Devin
I'm
always
saying
wanted.
is that yeah, Pluton is a mecha, and you need to find the sea mode in
we
order
need
to
to
make it
find
work.
the fucking pilot.
Yeah.
I mean, we found the pilot for the Noah, and we already have all the other, the arms, the legs, and everything to pull the Noah to make it active.
Mm.
Is the
So
Noah
what we do is
Pluton?
we get Frankie. We get him to put a radical beam on the fucking Noah, and we've
And we
done
get some
it.
orange soda, and we shove it all inside of the boat.
He comes out with a brand new invention, guys. I've got something even better than cola: orange soda.
Yeah. He invents Fanta in this universe.
Holy shit, dude! Imagine though.
That's his new upgrade that we see in the
Oh
future
my
is
God.
Fanta.
I love this idea.
And then-
he just like shows up and like, I've got new colors for my soda.
He also gets another soda which is able to heal people, which is Dr. Pepper.
Oh yes. Now we're cooking.
Now we're
Frankie
cooking.
just invents the soda stream in this universe. Starts mixing a bunch of random shit together.
Orange
I mean,
soda
you
makes
already did it
Frankie
with
go Super
tea.
Saiyan.
My God, this is great. I love this bit. But I will say, okay, so if we know that Poseidon is Shirahoshi, and we know that Pluton is at least a boat, maybe a boat plus other things, what do you think? You said Uranus might be the ability to just control the weather then, Devin?
Yeah, I have a feeling that because I feel like Pluton, yes, it's a boat, but I feel like going on with the theme of, like Shirahoshi plus Noah equals Poseidon, but really it's just Shirahoshi. I think Pluton is just going to be the boat that's going to be a specific location, but it's going to be someone controlling that. And then for the sky one, I don't really know yet, but it's going to be, I think it's going to fuck with like Skype and like being able to control like the wind.
Yo,
I will
somebody tell
say-
those fucking birds to shut up.
Dude, honestly,
we got
though.
birds outside that are annoying. Sorry about
One
that.
of you's got bird. Tell them to shut up.
Hey,
I got nothing.
the
dude.
fuck
Tell the government agents controlling them to go away. We're
just listen to
recording.
me on Spotify, damn it. You don't have to be in the room.
Stop
Rate us
trying to
5
get us
stars.
sleepy.
I will like to point out though, don't get too baited into combining Shirahoshi and the Noah as Poseidon. Now, the Noah has a special purpose that is still not privy to us, but the Poseidon bit is just the fact that she can speak to Sea Kings. She can technically tell the Sea Kings to do whatever the fuck she wants. That's why she can control the world.
Right, but that's what I mean is like Pluton could probably be a bait by it being a boat where it's in reality you need a specific type of person who can do a specific task to do stuff with the boat. That's why
Very
no one's
true.
just driving the boat as, hey, look at my new whip. I can end the world now. Like
I can end the world now.
like that's why not everyone can do it. Just like not everyone can, sail the Noah. There's a reason why that bitch is at the bottom of the sea.
No, these are all good takes. What about you, Christian? What do you, if you had to guess what Uranus might be, do you have a different take than Devin?
I don't really. I like the idea that it has some form of control over weather, though. I think
However,
That
watch
does sound
me be
really
fucking
sick.
wrong with this shit.
Well.
because he's gonna be like, Uranus is actually the ability to control the way you breathe, and then you get an aneurysm.
Well, I mean, it can be something sky related that isn't controlling the weather. I mean, it can still have something to do with the sky.
Watch me be wrong. I'm gonna.
Well, I mean,
Future Devin, look back at this and know that you were right to be skeptical of your own thoughts. Because you've been proven wrong before. over
this
the
dude is
dumbest
just mad
shit.
because he can't guess it. If he doesn't guess it, he'll never be happy. Do you understand how toxic you are?
Yes.
To yourself.
Well, at least he's honest.
Mhm.
Oh, well,
I'm not-
there you
if
go.
we follow the
excuse
line
me,
of thinking,
I play League of Legends.
oh God, no, don't. If we follow the line of thinking that there could be a person who has the ancient power for Pluton, then it would stand to reason potentially that the sky power for Uranus so it could divide up. As far as we know right now, there are 3 main species on this earth. There are the underwater people, the fish people.
Okay.
We have humans who live on the surface, and then we have Skypeans who live in the sky. So if we follow the line of thinking that we already have Shirahoshi as the embodiment of the Poseidon power, the fish person part, Pluton, which could be, Hades, if you want to follow the line of thinking of not just being the god of the underworld, but also, or being the god of the underworld, incorporating the earth into that, or the humans live on the surface of the earth. So a human could have the real power of Pluton, and then the boat is just, like you said, the person with the power of Pluton is the only one who can pilot the boat. Then there's a Skypean with the power of the sky who can, I don't know, maybe they can talk to those giant sky birds or something, or there's a giant, flying mechanism that only this person can operate, or whatever it is. I like this. I like this idea that all of the ancient powers are just people with the embodiment of this power.
I like it. I like it a lot. I can tell you, in my heart of hearts, I cannot answer any of these questions. We don't know yet. That's the best part.
I don't know
Experience it
anything.
together one day. Maybe.
Yeah, one day we'll all experience
And look
it
at my
together.
new Ford Focus, Pluton.
Yeah.
Okay, I do want to tell, because Christian said it, there is one arc that I genuinely know, basically nothing about outside of, key plot points, because I genuinely didn't watch it or read it. I'm actually really looking forward to that moment down the line, where I get to be, I think it's going to be a really cool experience for me to be like, hey, I basically know nothing. I'm going in this, arc with super fresh eyes. I know nothing. I can't spoil a goddamn thing.
But you
It's
would
gonna be a great
still kind of know outcomes potentially based off of, because you have knowledge of what happens after. So it's not
maybe.
a true experience.
Justin, the only time you will ever become one of us is when we catch up to the show itself as it airs.
And that will be a glorious day.
What an exciting time that'll be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what an exciting time that's going to be.
This week live on One Piece with a Lime.
All right. Well, now that we've gotten that conspiracy theory out of the way,
I'm putting my tinfoil hat down.
we can move on to one of my major call it moments.
Oh boy, here we go.
So we get this explanation. Jinbei sits Luffy and coincidentally the rest of the crew down after the party or in the middle of the festival, whatever, and is like, so Luffy, you have any idea of what's been in the news in the last 2 years? And he's like, nope. I've got not a
I haven't
fucking
had
clue.
internet access in months.
Yeah.
He's like, what, Rayleigh didn't say a word? And he's like, nah, hasn't brought it
I
up.
haven't
Yep.
seen a news cruise in years.
No, news crews, what's that? So Luffy has been completely, and some of the other ones. Usopp was also like, I've got no idea what's going on either, actually.
To be fair, the birds would have been eaten alive.
Oh yes, true though. They would have easily gotten baited by the the food sense.
The cake.
Although, wait, no, he got airdropped a newspaper on that
Oh
island.
yeah, that's right. He did.
So they just didn't come back for 2 years after that. What was his master's name? Heracles and he canceled their Sunday newspaper subscription for that 2 years so that Usopp wouldn't get distracted by any new news sources. So anyway, Jinbei sits them down and tells them the big news about the New World Marine Order now, and specifically the succession of one Fleet Admiral Sengoku, who retired and wanted to place that burden on Aokiji, a call-in moment. But the rest of the elders or the higher-ups were like, no. This Akainu guy, he gets results. Put him in charge. So which is and Jinbei was like, well, Aokiji doesn't usually care about things ever, but because Akainu would have been the one to take over, he was like, well, I can't let that happen. Which is the crux really of my called it moment, because somebody asked me about this a long time ago, and this is basically word for word what I said. So now what I don't think we discussed was who would be the winner of said outcome. I might have said I hope Aokiji wins. Aokiji did not win. Unfortunately,
Aokiji did not win.
Unfortunately, Aokiji did not, and it put up a good fight. 10 days is a long time to just be fighting somebody. But unfortunately, Akainu won out, and Aokiji quit the Navy.
Yes, he did. Goodbye, Aokiji.
And
despite that, Jinbei made it very clear they're even stronger than they used to be.
Yes.
I don't know how that could be possible. But...
Well, it would be under the iron fist of Akainu, the no nonsense.
They put real bullets in the guns.
Oh God, no! They can't.
Rubber bullets.
We're not in a flashback. They can't do this. That's illegal.
Welcome to the new world, bitch.
That's illegal, he says.
Well, yeah, it's like threw it on the ground. The welcome to the new world, jackass.
I always did find it kind of weird finding out that after Aokiji lost, like he was so butthurt about it that he was like, you know what? Nah, I ain't being in the Marines then. I can't work under this guy.
To be fair, it kind of makes sense why he would leave.
Yeah.
He's the laziest one. And then Akainu, if he was in charge, he would be like, get to work. And he'd be like, no.
Yeah, no. That's subtracting even the part where they just differ completely on ideals. So it kind of Jinbei made it sound like who the loser was going to have to leave the Navy in the first place anyway, because he makes some statement like whoever loses would just have to, I guess maybe he used some terminology like they'll have to accept the winner, no questions asked, or what have you. But this opens opportunity for Aokiji to join the crew is all I'm saying.
Oh, is that what you think is going to happen? He's going to join the crew now? I don't know, dude.
No, you never know, man. I'm just saying. Robin was an antagonist at one point too.
I mean, he's got a point there. And he was introduced during Robin's, turnaround arc.
We already know he's got kind of a soft spot for Robin.
No, boy, here we go. Don't do this to me.
Can't wait for his flashbacks to
Friend
see his whole childhood.
Friend Aokiji arc.
Oh boy. And I'm sure that no one couldn't have foreseen this. Blackbeard took Whitebeard's place as a Yonko.
Oh boy.
He
Audible
be a
gasp.
Yonko.
Oh, audible gasp, yeah.
Audible gasp.
And they're stealing devil fruits.
Yes, now that is still the only fun thing. So apparently they must have been able to like figure out how to recreate whatever the fuck Blackbeard did at the war or whatever,
Stealing
but with more
darkness.
motherfuckers.
Well, I'm just not sure if he's hoarding them inside of him or if he's able to give them out to his crewmates too, which would be bonkers. Yes.
I mean, do you think that would be crazier than just being able to hoard as many fucking magic powers as you want?
No, they're both insane ideas in my head, because we've already. Yeah, he's already broken the mold on this, but we had that whole thing of if devil fruit users put a second devil fruit in them, they just spontaneously combust or whatever. And now the idea that Blackbeard would just be able to store 20 of them on his 4 terabyte hard drive blows my mind. But then he can also potentially give them out, because they use the line stealing, which means that, or makes it seem like he's keeping them in some extent, not just ripping them away from the person that is losing it.
Mm-hmm. Right, because then it would just be they killed them. That's it. Instead of stealing.
I don't know. I mean, I'm sure they do kill them anyway, but they
have to die, I bet, in the whole process.
It would stand to reason that someone who lost their devil fruit as it was like incorporated into their body would suddenly just lose that. They would probably die. But
we talked about it. Remember, we came up with a conspiracy theory that he ate his heart.
Right. That's true. That is true.
Kind of hard to be alive without one of those.
That is true. Unless you're Brooke.
Yeah, Brooke is also invincible, by the way, and you can't convince me he's not.
He is. We did talk about this last week, me and Justin.
His head got knocked off.
He is very. That's not even the worst thing that's ever happened to him. But he is.
Also, he has ice powers now.
Dude, I love Brooke so much. I talked about this last week at length. Brooke is so cool in my eyes. This upgrade is dope.
Yeah,
and
he do be pretty cool.
Upgraded his Zoroing.
It's true. It's true. They gave him the ice powers part. Oh, actually, this is a good point. I didn't bring this up with Justin last week because he's not on the council. But Devin, we need to talk about Brooke's violin being on the One Piece list because
I thought we already added that.
Well, we did, but now I think we need to question the validity of it because they gave it an actual reason for why he can do what he does. And the list of One Pieces is for nonsensical bullshit that they don't give us explanations for. But they explained to us why Brooke's violin, or just Brooke in general, can make these illusions now. So my question, of course,
catch me up on that again because I don't remember that.
So Brooke's power, the extension of it, what he's discovered is that his power is not just the fact that he came back to life or could come back to life. It's essentially that it's tied to the soul, and he has this extremely overpowering soul aura just emanating from him at all times, which is what keeps his soul bound to the body. And that ability to manipulate or having all of this, quote unquote soul energy allows him to affect other people's souls by making them see illusions or making them more susceptible to his music, what have you.
I'm sorry, 1 second.
Oh,
is he gonna go shut the birds up?
He left the pitch.
He's gonna go shoot the birds.
What happened to Justin? Is Justin still here?
Justin's here.
Oh, hi Justin.
He was just quiet. I took the floor. I was talking. I was doing things.
I apologize for that.
No, you're fine.
The dogs were going nuts outside.
Let them kill the birds, so we can have peace and quiet.
They're not even doing that. They're just barking at each other in front of my house for some fucking reason.
All right. Anyway, no. So we have an actual reason for why Brooke can make illusions. Do we keep the violin on the One Pieces list? I'm inclined to say no.
Yeah, unfortunately,
what I'm hearing is that things are only on the One Pieces list if they're like a fucking joke. What the hell? I thought they were still our treasures, man.
They are treasures. That's why they're treasures, though. That's the thing. Like,
I don't like that these things have to be mutually exclusive.
Name me one of our One Pieces that makes sense.
Usopp's boomerang.
I think he's only validated our point.
It be like that.
Well, I mean, you can continue to discuss. Figure your shit out then.
Unless we can come up with unless there's something that comes up in the future where it's just has to do with the violin, where he does something bonkers with it, I feel like it does have to be removed, unfortunately, since we do have an explanation for why they're able to be mesmerized now.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. So
it was a false treasure.
Yeah, in a strange twist of events, we are losing a piece of the One Piece pile. Rest in peace.
We don't know. It may come back.
It could
come back.
It could potentially come back. There's always room for that sort of thing, but for now, Brooke's violin, you have been relegated to actual canon as of this moment.
Why am I thinking of the line from Star Wars where it's like, how can one be part of the One Piece pile but not at the same time? Silence canon. Or sit down canon.
All right. Well, with that depressing news out of the way, what else we got?
So I read Big Mom's Pirates as Big Mom's Panties, and I'm scared.
Brooke, is that you?
Is that Brooke? Is that you indeed? What the hell?
How'd you like that bit where Watatsumi fell out of the sky and then like his man skirt fell down a little bit, and that reminded Brooke of Nami. He turned around to Nami and was like, "Nami, you should wear a miniskirt."
Brooke has some interesting mental connections there.
He knows what he wants.
Does. But
He's
yeah,
a go-getter.
we get introduced to Peckhams and Baron Tamago, which are just a couple of goons on Big Mom's crew. Actually, this is now the most information we have on one of the 4 emperors that isn't Shanks that we've ever gotten.
I'd argue
This
we
kinda
have
makes me
more
upset,
information
though.
on her than we have on Shanks in general.
To be honest, yes, same.
Yeah, as far as I can tell, Shanks is still an enigma.
I've learned more about Big Mom in
Is
this
Shanks
like,
even real?
10-minute segment than I have about Shanks in the totality of the series so
And
far.
there was just a whole movie about his daughter and everything.
Can I tell you what I learned in that movie? He's another deadbeat dad. Anyway,
I
moving
feel
on.
like we knew that already. I feel like we didn't
I'm
need a
pretty sure
movie
we
for
put him
that.
on the list already.
Red
for
hair
that.
pirates? Red hair pirates? No. Deadbeat pirates. That's
Yeah.
Deadbeat
Yeah.
pirates.
So speaking of the bear and the weird teacup guy egg thing,
the bear. You
their
mean the
names
lion?
bother me for the dumbest reason.
Oh my
Go
god.
on.
The fact that the egg guy is a baron and not the bear.
He's not a
Well,
bear.
he's a
He's a
lion.
fucking lion. Hello?
Oh, right. He's a lion. That's right.
What
Fuck.
the
This
fuck?
joke goes out the window. Because for some reason I was thinking like, and he's a squished. When I looked at him, he reminded me of like a stuffed bear. And so baron, bear.
The motherfucker
Whoa.
has a mane and
Well, the other
everything.
guy,
Leave me alone, I'm
is the
tired,
Baron.
It's dark.
The egg guy is the Baron, though.
I know. That's the part that annoys me.
Oh,
But
I
the
see.
egg guy
Right,
is
Baron,
right.
bear.
Like a teddy
so
bear because he has like teddy
fucking
bear eyes.
dumb.
He do be adorable, though.
Anyway,
mhm.
Baron Tamago.
Do you
is a
even know what
Tamago.
Tamago means, Mr. Learning Japanese?
No, because I haven't been learning it for very long.
They tell you in the episode. You don't
they
even have
do.
to think for yourself.
Yeah, if you would have literally watched the
Photographic
episodes.
memory, by the way.
Photographic memory, by the way.
What do you think What do you think it means in Japanese, Devin, me boy?
I'm
If
just
you had
gonna
to take
say
a fucking guess, I dare you.
eggs. I don't know.
Good job,
Congratulations.
Mikey.
You did it.
Congratulations.
Claps for Devin.
Claps for Devin. So Bear and Tamago and Peckham show up and they're all big angy because they're like, yo, where the fuck's our candy shipments after all? Or after all this time. And also Luffy, Sanji, and Zoro they kicked the shit out of the swamp motherfucker. I already forget his name. Caribou?
Yes.
Right, that's his name.
Good old Caribou.
Okay, while we're
they kicked
here,
the
Sorry to interrupt
Uh-huh.
you. It
Go
is
ahead.
absolutely bullshit that his brother and his crew are still alive
my
and waiting
God,
for him
yes.
somewhere on the fucking
Yeah.
island.
It is absolutely nonsense in the
I'm pretty
purest
sure we
sense.
all said that, like we all made the joke that they
Well,
after their-
yeah, but I'm still angry about
I'm
it.
still angry about it.
There were like 7,000. No, I think at that point they were only like 3, but it really doesn't even matter. Their bodies should have been crushed to death.
Yeah.
Crushed to death. They got the bends. Surely someone on that crew also has a devil fruit. And they
Eaten
just,
alive by any random passing fish, like there's any number
Mhm.
of things that they should have drowned. Like, I can't wait to find out how they survived, dude, and fucking clown all over it.
Absolutely
So Caribou got his ass beat. He tried to steal Shirahoshi, and then Luffy was like, "Nah, don't do that." Then Nami was like, "Wait a minute, wait. He stole all the treasure? Can I have that Neptune?" And he was like, "Abso-fucking-lutely. Go ahead, have it all." In fact, and Nami's like, "The 3 of you go fucking get his ass right now."
So my question with the treasure is the drugs that Hody and them were taking part of the treasure, or is that just
Yes. So the
Okay.
drugs came from a special treasure chest that they called the Tamate box. And it was like a special treasure handed down from generation to generation. So
it's a
actually the
giant
drugs,
loot box?
it do be a loot box.
Mhm.
It was a special treasure that the royal family and Co or whatever have been, I guess, holding on to for a while until Horty and his grubby ass came along and was like, my drugs now.
Yeah, because like that was the thing I was trying to understand is like, is the box just holding a bunch of drugs, or is it the box just holding a lot of shit?
I would imagine
The
it's holding a
box
lot.
held the drugs, but this was the other thing. Horty and his team figured out how to recreate it, which is why he came back with a single bowl. So there was like a single bowl of the shit from the Tamate box. And then when he went back to his goons, he was like, "Yo, can you recreate this?" And then the Wobblegong motherfucker was like, "Oh, I can remake this. Don't you worry."
And then they
And-
Walter Whited it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Precisely.
They Walter White'd that shit.
So possible upgrade for Chopper.
No.
Question
No.
Didn't you see what they did?
No.
Did you see what happened to him?
But what if Chopper is a
No.
better doctor? Like this is like
Stop.
the case of like the difference between meth heads making meth versus Walter White
No.
making meth.
No. Stop.
he's trying to do
Chopper
something.
can't seem to handle the drugs he's doing. I mean, after being in the monster point, he's like, yeah, I'm gonna be like paralyzed for a couple hours. It's not that big of a
but
deal.
you gotta remember what Chopper was like before that point, where it was like that was like he was toast for like a week. Now
I mean,
he's different because he's
yeah.
gooder at the science. He's a chemist now. So therefore we got Walter. We're gonna see him be Heisenberg.
Oh boy, I don't know.
Chopper is the one
Listen.
who knocks.
Listen. Chopper is a fantastic physician. He clearly has more learning to do in his pharmacology classes, all right? Like
Pharmaceuticals and chemistry are essentially the same thing.
yes, however, he has a lot of work to do also, but just please stop giving my boy drugs. Come on, please stop.
No, his whole gimmick is drugs.
It really
His
isn't.
gimmick do kind of be drugs right now.
His gimmick
Like his-
is drugs.
His final form is literally
The
unlocked
only
by
difference is
drugs.
his looks like candy. And guess what? There's a candy making factory right next to him.
I hate everything about this conversation.
I don't think
right
we're
now.
planning on being here that long, though.
We don't know
Kinda
that.
true. Kinda
Anyway,
true.
back to the thing.
Back to the thing. So the Sanji, the Three Stooges, Sanji, Zoro, and Luffy, they're all big chilling with a bunch of treasure. They swipe back off of the swamp motherfucker when they come across the hoedown between Tamago and the Minister of the Left. Is it the old guy?
Yes.
He's the left. I think he's the left.
Yes,
Yeah.
I checked.
Minister of the Left, and he was like, bro, we don't have the candy right now, and our machine's down. Can you give us a couple weeks? And Baron Tamago was like,
I can
Of course
give
I
you
can.
one day.
you get 24 hours, motherfucker. And Luffy was like, well, why? And he was like, well, we give them protection in trade for candy. And he's like, oh, that seems kind of fair, actually. And then he's like, and if they don't give us the candy now, the job's over and we're going to invade the island. And he's like, well, that's fucking rude. Don't do that. That's not nice.
Promises
I want to talk to you.
protection, doesn't give them protection during a coup.
So in an attempt to anger the Karen of the One Piece world, Luffy does the one thing he could think of, and he calls their manager and proceeds
Out Karens the Karens.
out Karen's the Karen. In fact,
Well, actually,
and
see what
goes-
happened was the Karen called asking, "Hey, what's going on with my order?" And Luffy said, "I'm the
Oh, so
manager
Karen
now."
called her own
Not entirely
supervisor?
correct. The lion guy called his own supervisor and was like, "Yo, they're acting crazy over here."
Okay,
And
this is what happens. So, like, it's like when you send your kid out to go get, like, let's say food or whatever, and they say they're out of the thing. And when you're a little kid, you're anxious, right? And you go back to your mom, you're like, Mom, they said they didn't have the thing. And like, what do you mean they don't have the thing? They have the thing every other day. Why is it any day different? And so mom calls, the restaurant and says, "Where's my stuff?" And Luffy said, "I'm the manager today. I'm on shifts. And I'm going to give her a piece of my mind."
Yeah.
I love the fact that Tamago and Peckhams just let this happen the entire time. They,
Well,
they
yeah.
never take
Well, like,
the phone away.
The fact that the phone was ringing for so long, and then like it took me like 2 seconds to realize where I was going next when Luffy just picks up the mushy mush.
Mushy mush.
Mint. So good.
Monkey D. Luffy, future king of the pirates. Who am I speaking to?
This is King of the Pirates Hotline. How can I help you?
I loved it. It was great. It was a beautiful scene.
And she's just like, who the fuck are you? And he's like, I'm the guy who ate all your candy. Come at me, bitch. And I'm going to kick your ass too.
The gall. The
Watching,
absolute
like,
gall.
That whole animation of just her mouth and
Ugh,
like the drool acid
Stop.
shit.
gross.
And the fact that she said like, "Oh, I'm so hungry that my stomach acid is coming up." It's like, dude, you got
acid
need
reflux.
Tums.
You need a...
You
Yeah.
need Tums.
Yeah, she do.
And then like she has like a Triclops child, I guess. I don't know what that's all about, but I'm with it.
I couldn't help but think when we get the reveal of Big Mom's image, I can't help but think back when I was watching to earlier. I forgot how long ago, but I remember Devin saying, Oda knows how to draw two types of women, beautiful women and then, monstrosities. And I'm like, wow, he's just really proving him right, huh?
He do be proving me right. And then there's also the weird dude who's like has like the fucking like what's that movie? The rain, the boing guy, like that guy.
Go Bobbin,
Gross.
dude. I fucking love
needs to be
Bobbin.
nuked off. I don't care if we like her because of the fact she knows someone that they saved. Fuck that. Nuke it off the fucking face of the earth.
What, you don't like the island made of literal cake?
Okay, bro, I love Whole Cake Island. I would eat that
It's
island.
literally a whole
No,
thing.
I'm
I
on
don't
a
know how
diet
she's
now. I
currently-
can't like it.
I don't understand how
Oh,
she's
shit.
currently residing on it and not just eating it.
Yeah, that's what
I
I'm
would
saying.
never.
Also, yeah, step one. Why
Must-
isn't she
must
just
be
eating
gross.
her own home?
I mean, she probably does from time to time, but then she also like craves some fucking Fishman Island candy. Like she's
She wants that
she's a
saltwater
savant.
taffy.
She wants a little taste of everything, man. She can't get satiated from a single flavor. Come on. Food is all around us.
Yeah, but they go through 10 tons of candy in a month, bro.
Well, yeah, I mean, you saw how big she was. She's a big lady, dude. She's gonna eat some fucking
I
candy.
can't wait for them to bait us with like just the imagery of like what we've seen so far. Like, oh, she's clearly a monster person, and it's gonna be like just another Shirahoshi.
No
Dude,
shot.
what if though?
No shot.
Okay.
What if though?
Okay, hold on.
I don't know. I
I
can't
will
trust
say
anything in the
this.
show anymore.
I will say
They
this.
lead me with something and then they fucking do a 180 the next. So this could be a massive bait.
Or she has the same or like an aligned devil fruit with
Alvida's?
what's her fucking name, Alvida, and she can just like turn super skinny,
Super
slim.
skinny.
Yeah,
I will say this. Oda does have a history of like, he'll design a character one way and then later down the line he'll make some design changes. Like that's been proven true time and time
Like
again.
removing the neck off of someone.
Sure. I think Devin's still wild for this. Will there be some design changes? Who knows? If he makes her a Shirahoshi-esque character, I got questions. I need to know what happened. What mental process, what life-altering event did you go through where you're like, I need to completely revamp this entire character?
She's reminiscent of Ivankov in big head mode.
Just a little bit.
Kind of is,
You
yeah.
think they're related?
Dude, now we're talking. I like this
Hold up.
theory.
We gotta go frame by frame and look at the makeup. Because I saw lipstick. Did you see anything else on her eyes?
I wasn't paying that much attention. The
Hard to be-
acid spillage
Yeah, the
was
acid
kind
was
of
distracting. She does remind me of the old lady, I guess like housekeeper from what's that Miyazaki movie? Spirited Away.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. She's also into vor. She eats a bunch of people.
Do
like
we
at
know
the beginning
that?
of her series. She
We
eats
heard
those
them
people.
crunching.
She ate
We heard
something.
bones crunching.
She ate something. I'm not convinced it was necessarily people. I don't know.
Where
man.
did the people go then?
Oh no.
They're just really.
She likes her meals with the bone in.
She likes them raw.
She likes the crunchy.
It's bloody raw.
And Big Mom's like, perfect.
Perfect.
Finally, some good
Beautiful.
fucking food.
Good fucking food.
Oh my God, it's just Gordon Ramsay.
But reverse.
All of her lines are just going to be knockoff Gordon Ramsay
Oh
quotes.
my God, could you imagine? But
Dude,
actually,
though.
this would have happened first, so that would probably make Gordon Ramsay the knockoff Big Mom.
Mm?
I'm gonna laugh if she has the nom nom fruit.
The nom
That's like
nom
actually
fruit.
what they
a
call it
name.
too.
Yeah.
I would laugh at that if I didn't hear the most outrageous fucking devil fruit name in the manga relatively recently. So I can't even that wouldn't even be the dumbest thing I've heard now. There's a new tier on the tier list for dumbest
Damn.
named fruits, let me tell you.
I can
Is
agree.
it dumb because it doesn't correlate like pawpaw, or is it dumb because it just
Just sounds dumb.
It just sounds fucking dumb.
we
don't
love
worry.
those though. We love
Like the associated
This last week's
onomatopoeia
chapter-
or whatever.
There
Absolutely
are very
outrageous.
few times where I'm like, I can't wait for us to get on that in the cast. This most recent chapter, holy fuck, I cannot wait for us to get on this one in the cast. All right, anyway, moving on. I don't want to hype it up too much.
It's not a hype moment. It's we're gonna be angry about it, and I can't wait for us to be angry together.
Yeah, I can't wait for the
in 3
discourse that
years.
this one's gonna bring.
Are we gonna go to war?
Dude, I don't know. We might. Anyway, moving
boy.
on. But yeah, so that's Big Mom. I mean, do you guys have any other thoughts or questions on how we do, how we met?
How we met Big
Can't
Mom.
wait to get that.
How I Met Your
I'm just
Mother.
saying words.
No, no.
On this week's episode of How I Met Your Mother.
I am just worried that Caribou is eventually going to become more important to the plot.
What? All this talk of Aokiji friend, and I'm like, bruh.
No.
What about?
There's no Caribou friend here.
What about?
There's no Caribou friend here.
At best, he will become their wallet.
Oh my God.
He's gonna become, dude. No, you know what he's gonna do? He's gonna become the fucking bag of holding for the D&D party. That's what he's gonna do.
He's a living bag of holding. You know, that's a good idea. Someone should write that down.
Is.
I already did.
He is the Straw Hats official grab bag.
He is no better than Nami's coin purse at this point. No, my specific worry is because he overhears that conversation between Robin and Neptune about Shirahoshi being Poseidon. So
well, they kind of already covered that when he tried to nom Shirahoshi.
Yes, but he still has the knowledge, and they just left his ass there. They didn't put him in prison or anything. They didn't kill him, obviously. So he's just going to go meet up with his brother and all the other people that survived for no reason. And they're going to, I'm worried that because he still has that knowledge, unless the punch and the fall was enough to give him some short-term amnesia and he did forget, I'm worried that eventually this is going to come back for some reason because I don't give a fuck about this character. I don't want to see him on my screen anymore.
Oh, Christian.
Hasn't Oda taught you by now?
This is why I'm
character
worried.
is fully, dispensable. Everyone's reduced, reused, and recycled in some capacity. Some more than others.
Oh,
Some more than others, indeed.
Oh no.
But
he's gonna come back at the same time as Foxy.
Dude, that's a team up and a half, though. What if Foxy and Caribou come together and then they kidnap Shirahoshi? And that's the next fucking arc, dude.
Christian, I already slit my wrist. You can have this one.
No thanks. They can circle jerk about that one themselves.
Who's they? It's just him.
Dude, I don't even care. I want Foxy back, dude. Give me
I want
Foxy again,
back.
man.
Good
If I had the option between Foxy and Caribou, I think I'd just end it.
Bro, how is the answer just not Foxy?
Answer, but
bro,
then you were
what?
like, nah, I choose death. You thought about it as you were saying, and you're like, you know what? No,
I'd rather just not
choose to die.
I don't. I choose to don't.
I could hear it in your voice. You were gonna say Foxy, but then you were like, you know what? I can't bring myself
to admit that out loud.
I can't audibly have those words come out of my mouth.
Yeah, I can't have that sound clip be out there.
Blood.
yeah. It hurts me internally.
It's like that Sanji bit when Ivankov was like, "Is this your wanted poster?" And he's like, "Abso-fucking-lutely not." He's like, "Well, then you're clearly not on the fucking Straw Hat crew. Clearly." All right. Anyway, sorry about that. But yeah, I mean, I think we covered pretty much everything. You guys have any other hot topics you want to bring up last minute?
No, I'm done.
It's
Fantastic.
It is very hot.
All right. Well, then next week is going to be not these episodes.
Not these
actually.
episodes. That's definitely not
It's
correct.
going to be 572 to 573. It's going to be a short one. It'll be the end of arc, so we'll keep it easy for the folks at home.
Keep
all right?
it breezy.
Moving on to quotes. Who's got quotes? Actually, I have. I have a request.
You have a request?
I would like to give 2 weeks worth of quotes because last week had so many fucking bangers,
God
dude.
damn, how much you trying to dump on us right now?
Can I'm just going to do a speed run. I swear to God.
All right, speed run it.
All right, this one's from Brooke. Backbone. We have that in common. My brother. He says that to the squid guy. This guy knows what he's talking about. Thank you. Again, Brooke, when at one point Frankie was like, this guy died before. He knows what he's talking about. And then Brooke's like, thank you. I know what I'm fucking talking about. This one comes from Frankie. I shit you not. His line was, while fighting the squid guy, you're squid out of luck there, dude.
God damn.
Fucking hate it. I love it, but I hate it. And then when Zoro was fighting the octopus guy, he constantly called him a frog. And he's like, well, maybe you're not a frog after all, but you still croaked.
Damn.
Oh, no.
That's good.
Zoro did him with that.
All right. And moving on to this week, we got one from Robin where she was like, after they were really happy about winning the fights and whatnot, she was like, are you serious? That robot was literally useless. When talking about Frankie's robot. This line came from, I believe, Zoro to Sanji. He was like, rest it up your ass instead, when Sanji wanted to rest his head on Robin's lap. And then Sanji retorts back, if Robin wants me to. It's like simp, dude. This was another Sanji quote. Okay, it's settled then. Let's stay at the Mermaid Cafe for another week. As they were continuing to figure out what they're going to do next. And this one comes from Chopper when Jinbei was explaining that it's the captain's duty to know what the fuck is going on. Chopper goes, I thought the captain's job was to goof off while the rest of the crew look out for him. Those are my quotes. Thank you.
Beautiful.
Thank you very much.
Good job.
There's only one line, and I think it's from last week's episodes too, that's stuck in my head this whole time, which is just the fact of what was the squid guy, or not the squid guy, the invisible guy, where he's like, I headbutted the bottom of your foot, and he came up with a whole new like name for it for being stepped on.
Bro, Zio is the antithesis of copium. My man just can't lose. My man is mentally unshakable.
Oh yeah, we didn't talk about them being all old menny and stuff like that. That was gross.
Okay. Since we're talking about it, Hody trying to break the bars and break his own wrist.
That's what I meant by gross. I wasn't talking about old people being gross. Like, yeah, we knew that.
I mean, old people
but,
are
like,
gross, but
just watching them hurt themselves existing like old people.
me every day.
Ouch.
You're not even 30.
Every day I wake up and break my arms. Every time I go to the
Every
bathroom.
afternoon I break my legs.
Every night I break my legs.
I think it's every morning I wake up and break my legs, and then after every afternoon I break my arms. But who cares?
I always get the order backwards, I think. Justin, you got anything?
I thought I wrote down quotes for this week's episodes, and I might have been an idiot and accidentally deleted them for something else. But I do have quotes here on my phone that I wrote down. I'm going to assume they're from last week or something. Anyway, I'm going to read them anyway. If I remember correctly, this is between Sanji and Zoro. I believe Zoro tells Sanji, just go sleep on the ground. And Sanji just says, no, you. And I just love that. I just love the fact that the actual quote is just, no, you. And then this is from Neptune, I believe. And he says, outdated laws are just curses. And I could not agree more.
Nice.
All right.
Okay. So because nobody's recanted it, I'm going to give you the entire narrator's monologue for
Thank you. I forgot to write it down.
for when Jinbei and Luffy are laying next to each other.
I appreciate
We
you.
didn't talk about it enough, so I didn't think that it hit for anybody, so I just went past it because I'm not going to sit here and oogle over it.
No,
Okay,
this is
cool.
great. Even when you're hurt, even when you're doing the hurting, red blood flows through your veins. This thin, tiny tube, too small to be considered a path, is what breaks through the prejudiced fear and the battles that tried to wash away blood with more blood. So easily it flows. It is not some fleeting vision in the clouds, but a clearly visible path that leads to the sun.
And just like
it's
that, vote to
nice.
fix racism.
Wait, when did these episodes come out?
Here we go.
A little too long ago to be making that claim, unfortunately.
One step forward, two steps back. Can't be helped.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Beyond that, I knew I wrote what else? One more. Where? So when Big Mom's on the phone with Luffy, and then she claims that she's going to destroy the island because they are not going to make the delivery time. Luffy goes, destroy Fishman Island? What are you, stupid? You think I'll let this country fall because of candy? We just saved this island.
Like, are you a fucking dumbass? Like, what the hell? I just worked my ass off keeping this place from getting destroyed.
It's like, I just saved this place from a coup, and you think I'm going to let it fall over from candy, bro? Out of your mind.
And then
like, maybe for meat, but like candy? Like, come on.
Yeah, like, why not meat, if anything? Meat, maybe I'd have let it go down, but
I'd
candy?
risk a country's sovereignty over meat.
And then we touched on Luffy calling out Big Mom But what we didn't mention, I feel like is kind of important, is that Luffy is going to challenge Big Mom to a fight so that Fishman Island will officially be his turf, and they won't have to make the candy payments anymore. Maybe maybe it'll be a meat payment instead. But I can't help but feel slightly bad for the fish people. I mean, outside of the integrated racism into their culture, they're just kind of being tossed around now by. They're like
your island's property,
the sisterhood of traveling pants, but it's a whole island.
Oh no.
Well, I mean, after Whitebeard croaked, and then Big Mom was like, "Oh, you guys want some security?" And she was like, "Give me food." And they were like, "I guess you're the only one who offered." So,
and you also came here.
Yeah, you actually like offered something or whatever. At least now they'll get another Whitebeard energy in Luffy or whatever.
Yeah,
one day maybe
any of the fucking protection because he's never going to come back. Probably
he'll never come back. Absolutely not.
Well, I don't think Whitebeard made very many trips down there. He just kind of, which is unconfirmed, but I imagine that Whitebeard also just kind of planted his flag there and was like, "All right, let me know if anyone fucks with you, and then I'll be back. But otherwise, see ya."
All right, are we good?
We're
good.
good.
The quotes.
Yeah.
All right, well then moving on to the Golden Ham. Shit, dude, I don't know. Give it to Neptune for giving us all this backstory on Joy Boy and Poseidon, maybe?
Yeah.
All right, we weren't sold on that one.
My gut instinct was to give it to Jinbei.
I can see that. Yeah,
actually,
I give it to Jinbei.
This is a Jinbei.
Jinbei, am I right?
Wait, hold on. I understand everyone's, headcanon here, like, yo, Jinbei deserves golden ham, but hear me out.
He's gonna say Zoro.
Actually, wait a minute. Yeah, he's gonna throw some Zoro shit in Jinbei.
Okay, hold on.
Voting's closed. It's all Jinbei.
Polls closed. You were too late.
Polls are closed.
Count the ballots quick.
I was gonna.
Wait, what's this? Why are there 7 votes for Zoro in here? There's only 4 of us.
10 votes for Sanji. Who voted for Sanji?
I was going to nominate Luffy, okay? That Straw Hat, all right? Not my favorite one, but Luffy. Because I was genuinely impressed with the interaction between him and Big Mom. I don't know what it is. Just him,
I mean, I know where you're coming from, but impressed, it feels like the wrong word, because other than knowing Big Mom is one of the 4 emperors, what's impressive? He just yelled at some old lady.
He did what he would have done anyway.
He's living my dream right now, Brendan, okay?
Huh?
Wait, what? You don't work with customers.
What part?
Devin, you're always working with customers when you're in retail, all right? Never ends.
But you're not in retail.
Yes, I am.
Yeah. This is a Luffy doing a classic Luffy thing. This isn't even like a big brain Luffy moment. This is him just being like, yeah, fuck you, all right? Yeah.
I
you from
appreciated
demanding shit out of that.
I appreciate it too. I don't know if I use the word impressed specifically, but like Jinbei definitely came in with far bigger clutches. Yeah.
Listen, man, I just can't have Jinbei potentially uprooting Zoro's, number of golden hams out
there. It is.
Oh, boy.
There it is.
Here it is. So Jinbei it is.
Yep,
568.
Not the worst thing that could have happened.
7 votes to 1.
Yes, sir.
We could have given it to a random fish at this point.
Oh no, I've muted myself. I can't hear you guys.
I can hear you.
Somebody
somehow.
talk shit.
I'm back. I can hear you. Don't talk shit. No, don't do this.
Hody Jones.
Hody Jones, Akainu.
You're about to summon some awful.
Oh no,
thing.
Hody just appeared in your bathroom. What do you do now?
Wait, but I wasn't looking in the mirror at the same time, and the lights were on.
Oh shit, my lights are off.
Oh, you're screwed. Sorry, bud.
GG.
Oh shit, there's gonna be an old man with broken wrist in my room.
Yeah, it summons the old broken down version of him instead.
All right, Jinbei wins golden ham. All right, moving on to the fan mail. Oh, we have great news, guys.
Finally,
we're all
Holy
here.
shit,
we can do it.
We can do it. All right, so this week's fan mail. Devin, you don't even know. We're going. We had not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5 individual emails.
Fake news.
All asking us to give a dog breed to represent each Straw Hat. Why did we get 5? Because you bastards bet that they wouldn't, and they did. And who would have guessed?
All according to Kikaku.
All according
And
to
I didn't even
Kikaku.
delete them, like I said I would. So be proud of me, people. You're welcome.
Be proud. Be proud. So we got a lot of people who asked us to call every straw as a dog breed. Might I go first? I know one of 2 things I want Frankie. Either I would like Frankie to be either a husky or a lasso.
Really?
The gun
I don't know
dog?
what a lasso is.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like,
I figured
I like that one.
All right, that
Look at
said,
what a lasso
All right,
is.
Frankie's a lasso.
Dog.
Frankie equal lasso. Got it.
Is it lasso or lasso?
No, it's lasso. LASSO.
It's lasso, but you
There's
guys have
2
been
O's.
saying lasso for so
No,
long.
it's two O's. That's why.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure it's lasso.
There's a L.
Is it 2 S's? I know there's 2.
There's 2 S's, yes.
Oh, okay.
But you've been saying lasso for so long.
It's
I've just been
double S,
going
double
for it.
O. I knew there was 2 O's.
I think it's just a long O, my
I
guy.
just
Like,
Googled it.
I know it's red. I know
I
it's
see
spelled
lasso
with
the
2
gun dog.
O's. I'm just saying, I don't think you pronounce it lasso, is all I'm
Lasso.
saying.
Lasso the gun dog.
I think in English you could do it that way, but I think it's just like to accentuate the O sound. I don't know. Man,
Anyway, can you go on with the rest of your straw hats? There's like 5 of us here tonight, all right?
But I need
listen,
to know
you
what
can
this
chime
dog
in. Why
is,
the
so
fuck are
I
you
can-
waiting for me?
We have a whole,
we don't
there's
have
a whole
to- we don't
crew to
have
go
to-
through.
We don't have to go like individually and give a list. Like we can go character by character and debate it. I
All
feel
right,
like
fine,
that'll
I'll
be a
go
little
next.
faster.
So for Frankie, the first thing I wrote word for word is whatever Rex from Tom and Jerry is. And after some digging, I think
just a
he's an
bulldog?
American
That's a bulldog.
bulldog.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a bulldog.
So yeah, I think I like
After
Frank as
some
American
digging, how
bulldog.
long did that take you?
Let's see. So I went to the American Kennel Association and I scrolled through every species they
What is
had
wrong with
available.
you?
You could have literally just Googled what is dog from Tom and Jerry.
Well,
Tom
way faster.
and Jerry dog. Would you look at that? What is the name of the dog in Tom and Jerry?
Well,
Spike.
It's not where we're.
What breed
Oh,
is
it's not even
Spike?
Rex? Oh shit, I'm fucking
He's
trolling.
English bulldog.
Hi,
You
he's not even
dumbass.
American. Fuck you.
Damn, wasn't even American. You still got it wrong
English
after all
majors.
that.
Imagine going through like 7 layers of research. He's getting like an entire dissertation prepared. Some other
Damn.
motherfucker goes like,
You know what? I'm an American. Down with the English, all right?
All right.
right, that's fair.
That is the opposite.
Anyway, I kind of do like, even though we got the name wrong technically, I do kind of like Bulldog for Frankie.
Yeah, I like bulldog for Frankie. That makes sense. That works really well. What
Yeah.
would you pick?
No,
Devin.
I said yeah. It was, yeah.
Well, you sounded like you had a better idea. So, like, what do you
No,
got?
I don't have a better idea. That's the
He
problem.
just has complaints. That's all.
No, I'm indifferent to it.
Well, do you have something you're actually not indifferent to? Do you want to put something on the table and contribute?
I'm thinking. I didn't know that this was going to be a thing for
It's
this week.
not
so I'm
like
thinking-
I told everybody at the same time in the group chat.
He literally told all of us earlier. Yeah.
define
But-
earlier and when, because was this when I was dealing with my car stuff, or was this when?
I mean,
I don't know your
like-
timeline. I just know when I send messages.
Yeah, joke's on you. I'm in the multiverse.
Let's
So
see
you had
another
multiple
one.
realities to receive my message in. I'm not seeing your excuse here.
I feel like the easy Luffy or Sanji, one of the two, would probably just be Golden Retriever.
Okay,
They
okay,
gotta
I'm
be-
glad we're
Retriever.
here.
Hold up.
Hold on. Luffy is Golden Retriever on my list because I had the perfect pick for Sanji. And I
Oh.
bet you're never going to guess it because you've probably never heard of the species a day in your life. The species I chose for Sanji is called a Basenji. I mean, come on. It's right
Is it
there.
because Sanji?
Yes. But also, I did a little digging. Besides having a similar name, the dog, due to genetic predispositions, its larynx is, I guess, formed differently. I don't want to call it, defective or whatever. But
Uh-huh.
the species doesn't really bark the way other dogs do. They kind of just yodel and whine, and I feel it describes Sanji perfectly.
Okay. What the hell?
Huh. So
I mean,
counterpoint.
Sanji do be having boy moans, I guess.
Counterpoint. I'm gonna say that fucking Sanji is a golden retriever and Luffy is a pug because clearly he ain't got no bones. Dad.
I don't like the idea
I hate it.
that Luffy's just gonna die one day because he can't breathe through his nose anymore.
Yeah,
I mean, he
because
has
he'll be
been
in the
burning that
ocean.
candle at both ends for a really long time.
I'm just saying, Luffy's a pug. I can't change my mind.
That feels
I'm trying to remember
off.
what the hell. There's like a dog breed. I want to say it's Dachshund. That's like it's basically a greyhound, but a little bit more refined. I want to make that Robin for certain.
You mean like a no, not a whippet.
Whippet is on my list, but it's not for Robin.
I was thinking of a Doberman.
Well,
Whippet's kind of up there.
I mean,
I would just
a whippet
say
I would
greyhound,
apply to
honestly.
like I would apply well. I guess a whippet would apply more to like
I applied it to Brooke personally.
oh, I was gonna say like past Usopp for being a coward.
Past Usopp.
Because whippets are fast. They run. They're fast, but they're kind of
Usopp's a chihuahua at best.
they're anxiety ridden whippets. What character are we doing right now?
Robin.
I don't know.
Robin?
We kinda
I
jump
jumped
around
to
everywhere.
Robin.
See, this is why we should just go by our list and go in single file.
I don't
order
have a
fashion.
list. That's why.
Yeah, same.
Oh my god, you worse than Doug. Okay, maybe not worse.
I mean, I knew this was
Justin,
happening. I
okay,
just
Justin,
didn't
why
make
don't
a
you
list.
inspire us then? If you come here with a list, I want you to go ahead.
All
go
right,
ahead,
so I
give us the
covered
list. Give us the
Frankie, I
list.
covered my Luffy, I covered my Sanji. Cool. What's next on my list? Zoro. For me, I wrote Siberian Husky or Doberman Pinscher. They just kind of have, historically, like media, just have like a menacing look. If that's how they're portrayed. I'm not sure which one I prefer personally. For Usopp, I chose the breed called I don't know if I'm going to pronounce this right. Azawak. It's a African breed. And I mostly chose it because maybe similar appearance, but apparently the breed is really known for their really good vision. And I feel like this kind of fits up Usopp's, sniper
Pretty
potential
applicable.
up there. For Robin,
I have a question.
Oh, question,
Go
go
ahead
on.
and finish.
No,
I guess.
oh, wait.
No. Go ahead. Go ahead.
For
and finish.
Robin, I chose an Afghan hound just because the dogs are just kind of really pretty. They have like long, flowing like horse hair. And I feel like that was kind of going with Robin's motif in my head. Like just have really good hair.
So, out of curiosity, there was a viral Reddit post about dog breeds for all the straws that went around like a couple months back that I chose not to open up. You didn't happen to pick literally all of the same breeds on that, did you?
I have no idea what you're particularly going through. Like I said before, I went through the American Kennel Association. I just scrolled.
Fair enough. Because I'm pretty sure you might have listed at least like 3 or 4 of the same goddamn dog breeds that was on that page. Because especially the Sanji one kind of comes to mind, and I thought it was just happenstance.
What else do I have?
I kind of want to change English Bulldog from Frankie to Zoro because, like, who's more muscly than Zoro though? Like, let's
But
be
Zoro's
real.
a
I mean, there are more muscular dogs though.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm looking at the most muscular dog, and American Pit Bull is on the top of the list. But when you look at it, he's too squirt. Like, yeah, he might have the most muscle by, like, the most muscle mass by volume or weight, but like he just ain't like a big boy. You know what I'm saying?
no.
Big
Why
strong
don't you
boy.
go with
Big
like
strong
shit? What am I thinking of right now? Like a Rottweiler.
Is a Rottweiler like a muscly dog?
Oh, those are big boys.
They're big.
They're large dogs, but do
Rottweilers
they have
can
a
be
bunch
big.
of muscle per
I mean,
body weight ratio?
Those are beefcakes.
Rottweilers are not super far off of what do you call them? Pit bulls. They're not so outwardly imposing like pit bulls are, but Rottweilers are definitely they can be on both sides of things. You can have a Rottweiler that can go crazy and be very aggressive in its defense of its home or whatever, and then in the next second like be cuddling your 2-year-old child. Same way pit bulls can.
But what dog sleeps the most? That's Zoro.
Bloodhound.
A lot of I would not put Zoro in the Bloodhound
Yeah,
category.
Zoro-
The question
Bloodhound.
of which one sleeps a lot, I pick Bloodhound.
I mean,
Wait a minute.
you're
This is a good
right.
bit, though.
You're kind of right, but
A bloodhound doesn't get lost.
Exactly.
Actually, they do. They actually do because they get tracked on a scent.
actually,
and they wander away from their
what?
owners they can go for miles in a random direction following a scent of a random
I
animal.
googled laziest dog breeds, and the first 2 things that came up both included English bulldog. So we might have to actually go through with Brendan's change.
See, this is what I was saying, dude. I think Zoro's an English bulldog.
All right, I think we gotta do it.
He did
I'm
got that
making the
underbite.
switch. That's what I'm saying, dude.
Like,
Now what are we
Zoro's
gonna
an
do-
English
now what are we gonna do
bulldog.
with Frankie?
I want to make Frankie either a husky or we
He's
can
a
make him a
dog with a
bloodhound.
wheelchair.
That's awful. Oh my god.
He's a
What
three-legged
is
dog.
wrong
Has
with
one
you?
of those
He's
carts.
a dog with a wheelchair, like the one where it's like dragging
Jesus.
behind him. He's like a little wiener dog.
God. All right. You know what? I'm executive decision moving us on. We have other things to do after this too. Who have we not talked about at all yet? Is anybody?
Nami.
Did we say
Chopper's
Nami?
a Pomeranian.
I respect that opinion. I personally, for Robin, I put Cavalier King Charles Spaniel just because it kind of looks like her. But in my head, in my heart of heart, I look at Nami and I just see a Pomeranian. Like she just brings that Pomeranian energy. Just
We're also
I don't know. When I
Brooke.
see Nami, I think maybe like
princessy.
Westy. Westy feels right.
What about like a Jack Russell Terrier?
Yeah, I could do a Jack
feel
Russell
like,
Terrier.
I feel like a Russell Terrier is good for Nami also.
I'm good with this vibe.
All right, cool.
I've decided I want Brooke to be a Greyhound so that Robin can be King Charles Spaniel.
No,
because that
Brooke
feels
is a
right.
husky because they both sing.
Brooke's not a husky. Brooke has to
Brooke
be
is
something
not a
that's like all
husky.
skin and bones,
I
Yeah,
got
skin and
Whippet and
bones
a
and
collie.
super tall.
which kind of
No,
describes
A
a
malnourished
greyhound.
husky. Okay, fine.
Oh
Yeah,
God, no.
Beyond a shadow of a doubt, Brooke is a Greyhound. I've made the decision. He is now Greyhound.
All right, great. Is there anyone we still haven't talked about, or can we move on?
Chopper.
I feel
I
like
put Corgi for Chopper. Chopper is kind of odd one out there.
He's
Corgi
just
for
a little
Chopper?
breed. Yeah, a little breed.
Any
Doesn't matter.
little breed, any friendly small breed of
Pomeranian,
dog.
Schipperke,
Havanese, Pomeranian.
Yeah.
fucking French bulldog.
All right.
I don't know about
Don't
French bulldog.
disrespect
I
Chopper.
wouldn't
He's
say
too
French
lean for
bulldog
that.
either.
Yeah, no. that one kind of misses, I think. But yeah, I think we did it.
We did something.
What's those? Like I know you said corgi, but like what's like the? I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm fine with corgi. Never mind. Ignore me.
We're talking about a Shiba Inu.
No, I was thinking.
Dachshund?
That's also a
don't know.
medium-sized dog.
Yeah, they're more medium sized. But either way, I'm fine with that. I think we've done it though, right? We're good.
Sure.
We have done it. We have gotten everything. Yes.
We got
All right,
one little
moving on to
other
the
thing.
Patreon shoutouts.
Hold on. There's one other thing.
wait,
All right, we
another
got
thing?
we got an Instagram message from my boy Red Wolf. Excuse me.
Oh my god. Can we do it
Oh,
next
okay.
time? Like,
It's a quick thing. Question for all of you: who wins in a fight between Prime Luffy and Spider-Man? My answer: Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. What?
Spider-Man. I don't know.
Yeah, Spider-Man.
I ain't delving in on this one, dude. I don't like doing cross contamination fucking matchups, dude.
I mean, it's also fair. Anyway, now you can move on to your Patreon shout out.
Fantastic. Moving on to the Patreon shoutouts, we got Twiggo. You're still the number one goon. You're a monster. Congratulations. Happy to have you.
Yeah.
You're part of the monster trio. Someone's getting
Part
the
of the
boo. and It's
monster
probably
trio.
Sanji. You're the new Sanji.
moving-
Congratulations.
From that, I'm moving on to the grab bag. And okay, somebody just grab something out of the bag.
Christian, I nominate you.
Sure.
He's not
Sure.
fire. He's a bunch of ash.
All
Yeah.
right, and
I am an
did you
AI
grab it?
construct now.
You are. An
I picked
AI
the third one
construct.
from the left.
Fantastic. And the third one from the left is a casting call. Which somebody's gonna have to remind me what casting call is because I kind of forgot.
There's no way.
Is casting call the one where we have to pick a person to play Robin?
Yes.
That sounds
Sure,
like
absolutely.
a casting
That's
call.
That
Oh, I'm sorry. And we're calling Robin. I see. Yeah, it's on the sheet.
Casting call is always by default Robin now.
Yeah, all
Every time
everyone
we
is
cast Robin.
going forward
Always
are going to be
Congratulations, we all
Robin.
pick the same answer every single
I'm okay
time
with
it
it.
comes up.
Oh shit. Well, I'm unprepared. Somebody go first.
Gal Gadot.
Gal Gadot.
I do
All
agree
right.
with that. That is on my list for Gal Gadot. I don't know how to pronounce her name actually.
Gal Gadot, she's like, I think if we're talking about a straw though, we got to pick somebody that's like of kids age though.
But she's like, see, here's my
She's
issue with Robin.
She's 28 in the pre-time skip to Luffy and the rest of them's like 19.
She's like, you see, I agree with you. Like, it's a hard task to juggle where like you want to pick someone who doesn't look like they're just like the actual mom of the crew, but you do want someone who's a little bit more mature looking and whatever. I personally chose just the more mature side of casting personally.
Yeah, I mean, I
Maybe it's just
respect
easier for
it.
me that way.
Angelina Jolie or something.
No, I'll go through my list. So I got Gal Gadot. Halle Berry popped up in my mind for some reason. That just feels right in my soul. I can't explain it, but I'm gonna stick with it.
What?
Mm,
Salma Hayek, I think I really like for Robin. Might be a little too much on the mature side, like maybe future Robin. That's neither nor there. Surprising pick for myself, I think. Kat Dennings. What has she acted in? She was in a couple of Thor movies as like a scientist or some sort like that. She's friends with Natalie Portman's character. If anyone's ever seen the sitcom Two Bro Girls, she's the brunette. Kat Dennings has been in a lot of stuff.
She feels like she has too much like a bouncy, bubbly personality and everything she does to.
I see. So when I watch Two Bro Girls, she does have that kind of personality, but she also does, I think personally, a really good job at encompassing Robin's like just deadpan, dark humor. And that's what really sells me on the Kat Dennings thing.
That's fair enough.
With that,
I suppose. I guess I'll give my list here next. In trying to keep the spirit of melanin. Robin, I thought Zoe Saldana.
I respect that.
Facts.
I feel like she does a pretty good. Like this, I tried to hone in as much as I could on like the stoicism of Robin. So
Zoe Saldana.
She was Gamora. She was in Blue Avatar, Star Trek, the new ones anyway. Regardless, my dedication to darker skinned Robin kind of falls apart after that though, because I didn't find a lot of actresses that I liked that fit the bill. So after that, I've got Emily Blunt. Kind of fits the more serious roles bit. I thought
Emily Blunt.
I love hearing Devin clack in the background.
I love Devin just in the background, like googling fucking people.
Okay.
My last one is Charlize Theron, and to be honest, this one.
How do you spell that one?
You don't know who Charlize Theron is?
This one mostly comes from her role from Mad Max Fury Road as Furiosa, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
We get a little bit of those vibes in there. I think I'm about it for sure.
All right, fair enough.
All right, so the prepared ones are done. What say you two on prepared goons?
Well, I mean, my easy pick is Zendaya. Personally, I mean, that's just the easiest pick of my life. I mean, it almost feels too easy to just throw that one into the wind.
Interesting.
So I move on from that. I would say this is my fun pick. I think I'm gonna go with Stephanie Hsu. I don't know if that's actually how you say her last name. She was both in Shang-Chi and Everything Everywhere All at Once. She was the villain of Everything Everywhere All at Once, the daughter, and she was a fucking delight. Fantastic actress. Great fucking movie. Cannot recommend it enough.
Oh yeah, that movie's amazing.
From there, like I'm trying to like parse it together and not pick people we've already picked. Like I don't want to do another fucking April fucking person from Parks and Rec, where the fuck that chick is. I can't remember her name now off the top of my head. I don't want to do another. I'm gonna stick with two. Those are my two answers. Zendaya is like the only one that I actually think comes to mind. If I'm gonna be honest,
that's an interesting pick. I do not see the vision personally.
It's the only vision I got. There you go.
So my meme pick would be Caitlin Olsen from Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Okay, yeah.
And then Gal Gadot for the serious one. I don't know what it is about her. Just
I think personally when I think of Gal Gadot, I'm obviously thinking of like her Wonder Woman acting career or whatever. That character. I feel like that character she plays shares a lot of parallels of Robin personally. But they're both historians. They both have a mature look, but they're not looking too old. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Very fair. Gal Gadot also do be having them legs too.
Mm-hmm.
She do be having them legs.
Them legs though.
Oh, hey, I got another meme one in there. Jamie Lee Curtis, because Robin is her favorite character.
You know what? This is the objectively correct answer. I'm so sorry I didn't think of it first.
I feel like
we got to throw that one out there.
I feel like at some point we kind of talked about this too when I don't know. I feel like we mentioned the show at one point, and I feel like somebody brought that up. Like
I think
it was probably me.
Thing.
Yeah. Jamie Lee Curtis loves One Piece. Robin's her favorite character. And when asked if she wants to be a part of the live action, she's like, well, if I was, I would love to be Robin, but I'm probably too old for that. But I'll settle for Kureha.
That would be sick.
I love that.
Yeah.
Also, just remembered, I forgot one very important person to mention. Robert De Niro, the best actor to ever live. He could play anybody, anything, anytime, anywhere.
Devin, could you do the thing for me?
Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Panda Sightings. You can send us questions at pandasightings@gmail.com. And if you want to financially support us, you can go to the link down below and do the thing and find our Patreon and do the thingy. And then there's also this one little lovely little social network that we kind of are on, which is called Discord, where we do a lot of shenanigans on there occasionally. Not so much recently that I know of.
You're never around.
That's because you're not there.
That's not true. I'm in there all the time.
That is such a lie.
I'm just lurking.
He's the hardest lurker of us
He
all.
comes
then, if
in
he
once
is.
a week and he goes, huh? What's going on in here?
To be fair, General is way too filled every single day.
It's not
for me
just
to keep up
general.
with
It's all of them.
conversations.
They're all chats are general chats when you really think about it.
Yeah.
All right.
Except Hall of Pets. Hall of Pets is
We've
kept
done it.
sacred.
Yeah. All of pets.
True, though. All right.
I did the thing.
Thanks for listening.
I'm impressed by this AI. Now, it's really encompassed Christian a little too
Thank
well.
you. Yeah, I worked really hard on it, dude.
Shutting down.